Right.
Showtime, and we start with the Huns War.
Definitely. Let's change my scroll speed.
No, we already have a laming forage here for Viper. As you can see, he can just block the forage with one palisade wall, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna lame Jordan's scout here. There's no other way. And actually, the map already looks perfect for Viper style. Viper style is one of those new age style. Although there was an era when, for example, Doubts used to do a lot of fast castle ages. He went stable and then archer range, and I remember how he made a lot of scouts, and depending on how enemy's map was, he added perhaps an archer range and kept making archers and like really low army count, and even skipping fletching just to get a faster upgrade time to castle age. So Viper style is kind of similar to that, but I think he's taking it even more extreme, and it's kind of archer based strategy. Viper really loves his archers.
Yeah, definitely, but it's not unusual to see him go for a scout and then an archery range as well. I've watched quite a lot of games where he's actually done that, and it's quite a popular choice to do on Arabia as well.
Yeah,
obviously, getting the scouts out very early on and trying to pick off some villagers as well as possible.
Yeah, you're totally right about that, but like in their level, there aren't a lot of variation to the builds. But Viper's builds, they have a different sound to them than other players' build orders. He's always aiming for the fast castle age. He's always doing that.
Yeah,
that's kind of it's his thing, you know. That's what
but it
Viper
makes sense as well, especially in a Hun war. It makes sense to go for a faster castle because just the power of the cavalry archers, and just having so many cavalry archers massed up before your opponent, there's very little they can do against that. I mean, if you have an advantage into the castle age, manage to get out quite a few cavalry archers and mass them up before your opponent can get there, then you have such an advantage.
Yeah, you're totally right. With the cavalry archer, it kind of makes sense, but when you consider the meta game these days, you can actually catch your opponent off guard by doing something totally different and going all out aggressive at feudal age.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's hard to execute, you know. It's really hard to do, and you need to have perfect scouting for that, and you need to all the time know what your enemy is doing. If he's going fast castle age, you need to know like 2 minutes before he clicks the upgrade button that he's going for fast castle age.
Yeah, so, and you need to get in there quick and do some damage. And I've just noticed, looking at the map real quick, Jordan's gold is in a pretty bad spot at the front there. Yeah,
we can see here that it's kind of forward, and it's on a hill. It's really hard to put a good mining camp there. But on the other hand, there's a natural wall there from the cliff, and that's, as we know, it's kind of hard to penetrate. So you keep some and you get some with that gold. But
yeah, definitely.
It can actually work also as a retard magnet. It can make Viper to forward when he usually doesn't forward. So Viper, Jordan just might try to bait Viper to forward him with that gold, but I think we're not gonna see that.
I can't see that happening. No, I can't see that happening.
Here we can see Viper scouting Jordan's gold here, just checking for any gold miners on the wood. I mean on the gold.
Yeah, in case there's a drush coming in. But we don't really see that very often in wars either, do we? With drushing or anything, it's just mainly Aztecs that we see that. I can't think of many games where I've actually seen that much drushing recently.
Yeah, well, I think people have kind of fed up with the drush. But there was an era like few months ago when people when all they did was actually rushing. Everybody was rushing.
Josh fast castle.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't work out so well for these guys anyway, because they, as we know, are quite against walling. I don't know if I'd say against, but they'd rather not wall if possible. So a fast castle just isn't really for them, with their play styles.
Yeah, and fast castle age, it has a lot of risks in it, and yeah, well, usually when you go for fast castle age, you need to have a really good map for castle age units and booming. Otherwise, it's kinda useless. Because usually your opponent, if he recognizes it, he can just pull ahead in economy. And he can have only slightly delayed castle age compared to your fast castle age, and you're behind in economy. So you either need to do a lot of damage, or you're totally behind your opponent. And Viper choosing his tech path here, and it's gonna be scouts as assumed.
Yep, and same for Jordan as well by the looks of it. But he's gonna be a little bit awkward and try and slow that stable down just a little bit.
Yeah, he can actually do damage here if Jordan is not paying attention. And if yeah, and he's definitely slowing that stable down.
But that's really good.
Yeah, and actually, and taking a hit from the Spearman, that's huge, and he just equalizes the situation with Jordan, because Jordan's scout is really low HP. It actually took a hit from Viper's Spearman.
There we go. Oh, we could have got that then. 3 HP left, but yeah. And now Viper, of course, can just go across the map with the scouts and try and inflict some damage of sorts. Of course, delaying that stable up for Jordan means he's going to have a few more scouts on the map earlier, well, faster as well.
Yeah, definitely. And we see Viper putting some aggression here with the Spearman. Really clever from Viper here. He's trying to deny the gold for a longer period of time. Just making sure that Jordan can't add archers right away. And actually, Viper is stockpiling a lot of wood here.
Yeah, he is going to go over to this gold on the right though, thinking Jordan perhaps would be over there. He's not actually scouted that. But if Jordan was taking gold, he may decide to take it from this side.
Oh, and he actually will lose a villager here if Viper just micros. Oh, and he didn't micro his scout that well. So he definitely had a chance there to pick one villager off and just lose some HP from his scouts. So a little sloppy from Viper.
Oh, he's gonna get in there though.
Yeah, that's definitely going to go down. And oh, what is Viper doing? Oh, there we go. Now recognizing the situation, taking it out. But now we have a counter attack from Jordan here on Viper's base, but Viper's definitely on the spot here with his Spearman. And already has 3 scouts himself to defend against these scouts.
He also just picked off one of Jordan's scouts down here as well, which means that Jordan's lost, what's that, 2 scouts and a villager, and Viper has not lost anything just yet.
Yeah, definitely a good situation for Viper, as you pointed out. And here, Viper's Spearman being really annoying. Just under Jordan's stable here.
Yep, and it's probably going to win that as well.
Yeah, and
just actually, into the...
yeah, Viper just wishes that Jordan would unload the stable, but he wasn't paying attention here, so he couldn't take HP away from the scout.
Yeah, and then we get to archery ranges as well, with the archers coming out.
Yeah, and I would like to point out the fast wheelbarrow from Viper. Really fast wheelbarrow actually. I think he got the food from those 2 deers. So I really loved the way how he scouted his opponent first, and then he went to lure that one deer near the town center. So when he was sure that what Jordan is gonna do, he went immediately to lure the deer right into his town center. So really good play. I really like how... Oh, and we have counterattacks from both sides. Jordan hitting Viper space and Viper hitting Jordan space, both players doing massive damage here.
The problem is, Viper didn't have any spearmen protecting that wood over there. He lost 3 villagers there really easily, and Jordan did have a spearman to protect, and I think though, they may just be about even at the moment still for villagers lost.
Yeah, we can definitely see actually Jordan taking the shorter end of here.
Yeah, that was 4-3, but yeah, of course, Viper now has got those archers as well to defend with, and a lot of villagers gathering gold, so he can, of course, continue to make archers, and blacksmith and fletching done.
He's gonna get 2 scouts here. Good job by Jordan here.
Yeah, he's actually got 3 spearmen protecting that wood camp there.
Oh, these archers are exposed. If he doesn't micro them, he'll lose all the archers to these bloodline scouts. Oh, and he's gonna lose all of the archers. This is a huge situation for Viper here. He might lose the game here if he doesn't react perfectly from now on. And he has the scouts coming sort of the backside. This is a dangerous situation for Jordan when Viper has more scouts than Jordan. And Jordan has only skirmishers with his scouts, because scout archer always wins skirmisher scout in bigger numbers.
Yeah, of course, the scouts pick up the skirmishers so quickly, and Viper trying to stay at the back, going to regroup his army now, and that was pretty nice from Jordan actually, coming in there with the skirmishers at the back as well. He got quite a lot of archers.
Yeah, I definitely agree. He recognizes the small time window when he could do damage, and he actually had the balls to go ahead with his skirmishers and go attack his enemy, because it's really risky. And we can see Viper luring the deer here with 6 scouts.
Yeah. Third archery range up, and still very standard build. No variation at all whatsoever.
Yeah. Oh,
right now,
no, Jordan, why? What are you doing?
Gonna get. Oh, but same. Viper isn't actually good.
It's actually turned out really well, because oh, and the attack continues. This actually might be a game-solving attack here. And we can just amaze at the micro from both players. Viper picking off a spearman with his archers, and now retreating to the town center fire. Really well played and really well micros by Viper. I really love his style.
I really did think Viper was going to go for the archers and skirmishers with his scouts there, rather than and bring his archers back to the town center, but he didn't actually do that.
Yeah, I think Jordan just wants to hold this positional advantage here, because he can always retreat back to the hill here.
The hill, yeah, of course.
Yeah, so, oh, this
Viper's using a lot of
he's doing so much damage, he needs to pull the villagers to kill the archers and skirmishers. So, oh, Jordan might have been a little bit too greedy here. And he might lose the positional advantage here. That's the biggest part of losing this fight.
Yeah, also as well though, the big thing at the moment, Viper has no army left. He has 3-4 archers and a couple of scouts, and Jordan's quickly reinforcing it. But I think actually, yeah, he's going to be pushed back to the hill, and we can actually make of that.
Yeah, one thing to note, actually, is that Jordan hasn't added any scouts. So it's possible that Jordan has a huge amount of food stockpile. Yeah, and he's going for fast castle here. But it's gonna be a really dangerous window for Jordan to try to defend against these +1 defense scouts, which are really dangerous against a small number of units.
Of course, yeah. I actually think maybe he has gone for castle. As you say, he didn't make those any extra scouts. And now, with that attack, he may have thought that would be a good time for him to actually go up. We'll have to wait and see for that one. He's just continuing to make archers and still not adding any scouts on.
Yeah, and we can see the score dropping for Jordan a while ago. So yeah. I think that might have indicated that he already went for Castle 8. Oh, Jordan needs
so
to react here.
Those are dead villagers right there. Those archers gonna get in, scouts gonna get in.
Yeah,
and
he goes
not
from the
good
wrong
at all.
side of the lumber camp also, so he's gonna lose a lot of villagers here. A bit sloppy from Jordan. It seems that neither player researches the town watch, but just when I said it, Viper researched the town watch. So I think Jordan didn't research it, because otherwise he would have reacted to the scouts a lot earlier.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Viper will probably be considering going up castle fairly soon as well.
Yeah, Jordan is taking a
not making-
bad fight here. He should have
Yeah.
pulled villagers to help with the archers, because archers are gonna be his army when he hits the castle age. And there we go.
There we
He hits
go.
the castle age, and oh, he doesn't notice that these archers are hitting his gold
Yeah.
miners.
At the base of the watchtower as well, so it's not doing any damage to him. And Jordan will of course be upgrading crossbow right now and bow and arrow as well. He may just be able to hold on, but obviously without these any gold miners, that's going to be a real pain. There we go, there's crossbowman right there, and he may just be able to hold on. Let's get some gold from this guy now.
Yeah, the biggest factor is here that Jordan doesn't have Botkin arrow, so he's missing the range upgrade for his expos, and that's
Yeah.
really gonna hurt him in this archer wars.
There we go,
because
bow and arrow.
yeah, he must have sacrificed something to make the Botkin arrow, but
Oh,
and
that's
he
easy.
yeah, he taps out. He knows he doesn't have any resources to defend anymore, so Viper just flew.
Yeah, he couldn't get gold there. How is he to make any more knights? How is he to make any more crossbowmen? Of course, there's very little he can actually do there.
Yeah, in this kind of situation, I feel that you could actually wall a bit. If Jordan walled his gold out, it would have been so much easier
Yeah.
for him to hold this attack.
It would have been possible. Where that blacksmith is from Jordan, he could have walled that, stopped the arch getting through, and then of course it would have been a lot harder for Viper to actually end that so quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
And that would have only been, what, 2 palisade pieces? That.
Yeah, something like that, but really not something that's gonna hurt your economy a lot.
No, precisely.
I'm wondering that why these current experts they never add stone miners, because towers can be really powerful against a player going fast castle aids, because you get like a static static aggressive towers in his base, and he needs to try to deal with them, because he can't leave them there forever. So he needs to deal with them
Yeah.
at some